I spent 2 days in Tam Coc and I'm still thinking about it. Before I came to Vietnam, I kept hearing about this place called Tam Coc. People describe it as Halong Bay on land, and technically it's part of Ninh Binh, a province about less than 3 hours south of Hanoi. Ninh Binh is known for its dramatic limestone mountains, winding rivers, and endless rice fields. And Tam Coc? Tam Coc is one of the small towns within Ninh Binh where you can actually stay, where you wake up surrounded by those mountains instead of just visiting them for hours. Most people came here as a day trip, but I stayed 2 days, and now I kinda wish I stayed longer. The first thing I noticed wasn't the mountains, it was the silence. If you've been in Hanoi long enough, you get used to the constant hum of traffic, the horns, the engines, the movement. Tam Coc feels like someone turned the volume down on the world. The roads are small and quiet. Rice fields stretch out like green oceans, and these massive limestone cliffs just rise out of nowhere. Dramatic, ancient, and almost unreal. They don't look like normal mountains. They look sculpted. I remember just walking without a destination. You can rent a bicycle, but I wanted to slow things down. No map, no rush, no point A to point B. And somehow, that felt like the right way to experience it. Hello! What's your name?
What's your name, Hong? My
Hong?
name Hong.
I'm Bill.
Yeah.
I'm from Philippines.
Yeah.
Tam Coc doesn't try to impress you aggressively. It doesn't throw attractions at you every 5 minutes. It reveals itself slowly. You'll turn a corner and suddenly there's a river reflecting the sky perfectly. You'll cross a tiny bridge and see boats gliding through the water in the distance. And that's the thing Tam Coc is most famous for, the boat rides. From the center of town, you can take a small rowboat down the river. No engine, just someone rowing you forward. Drifting through rice fields, passing under low limestone caves, hearing nothing but water and the oars. And now we are entering the cave. I don't know what will happen to me. I'm kinda enjoying this job. It's simple, but it's the kind of simple that feels rare. Yes, people are staring at me because of my outfit, and I like it. So, wow. Wow. Just wow. What I didn't fully understand before coming here is that Ninh Binh isn't just one viewpoint or one tour. It's a whole landscape. Tam Coc is just one pocket of it. There are ancient temples tucked into mountains, pagodas built into caves, viewpoints that require climbing hundreds of steps. So we are going to the Lying Dragon Mountain. It's 5,000 steps and
At least.
at least?
Yeah.
Oh no! I can make it. So he said it's at least 5,000 steps. So how much more? Let's see. Hang Mua, also known as Lying Dragon Mountain, where you climb what feels like endless stairs to reach one of the most insane panoramic views in Vietnam. Thought that it's so near, but we have to like go all this way, maybe there, and then circle back to there. It's easy, it's near. I think so. Mindset. Sometimes just have to run to make it on time. And when you stand at the top of Hang Mua, looking down at the river weaving through the rice fields, you realize something. Tam Coc isn't just pretty from ground level, it's overwhelming from above. The climb up Lying Dragon Mountain is not cute. It's steep, it's sweaty, it humbles you halfway through, but the view at the top, worth every step. The river curves like a ribbon through the landscape. The rice field form geometric patterns of green and gold. Tiny boats move slowly below you. And there's a dragon statue stretching along the ridge, dramatic and slightly intimidating, like it's guarding the whole valley. Standing up there, I didn't feel rushed. I didn't feel like I needed to take 100 photos. I just stood there, and that's rare for me. What really made Tam Coc special weren't just the famous spots, it was everything in between. Morning light hitting the mountains, outside my hostel window, Vietnamese coffee at a cafe where you can sit for hours without anyone bothering you. No notifications. Local food that somehow tastes better when you're surrounded by nature. My hostel had the best view. I'd wake up and just see limestone peaks standing there like they've been there forever. And it made me slow down. Not because I had to, but because it felt natural. The thing about Tam Coc is that it doesn't overwhelm you immediately. It grows on you. The first few hours you think, oh, this is nice. By the second day, you start thinking, why does this feel so peaceful? And by the time you leave, you realize you weren't ready. It's so close to Hanoi that you can easily do it in one day. But if you can, stay longer than you planned. Because Tam Coc isn't just a place you check off your list. It's a place that quietly resets you. I spent 2 days here and somehow that still wasn't enough. This boat trip made me realize that no matter how beautiful and breathtaking the views are along the way, it's just gonna end. And no matter how long or how short the journey is, it's just gonna end. And I think that the lesson is you just have to enjoy what comes the way. Enjoy every mountain, every trees, every goat in the stone. Because it's gonna end eventually. And that's life. That's life. But you get a lot of beautiful people, amazing stories. Oh, yeah, unexpected journey. But thank you for watching.